Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas, and today's review is on my favorite finds for 2017. Now, we did one for 2016, and backed by popular demand from our community, we're here again. But before we get started, I want to mention a couple things. So the first thing I want to mention is that my brother Aaron and I started this show to bring the surf community a third-party, unbiased opinion. And we have never been paid to do a review, not on a surfboard or any product. Now, the reason I mention that is because I had a guy out in the water talking to me about surfboards, and he wanted to maybe get a review done, and he offered $500, or he says, what do you get paid, $500? And so we started talking, like, we've never charged anything. And he was pretty blown away. But he understood, he's like, well, then how do you make money? And I said, well, for us, it's really not about making money from the things we review. It's like we're looking for show sponsors and other ways for people to partner with us. But with that being said, I need to let you guys know, look, some of the boards and the things that we review, we've paid for. Other things have been sent in, like demos, and then we send them back after the review. And other things have been gifted to us, and they're ours to keep when the review's over. And some of those things we sell. And we appreciate every level of the way people want to partner with us. Now, another thing I want to mention is all the surfing that I chose for this review is on surfboards that I've done this year and are my favorites for 2017. You can also learn more about these boards at surfandshow.com. Now, the boards I'm surrounded with, they're all the new constructions. Some of them are 2017 and I've reviewed them already, and some of them are coming for 2018. And I'm super excited about where surfing is today and where it's going. But look, enough about all that. Let's dive into this review and see what our favorite finds were for 2017. So sit back and enjoy the show. So the first product I want to talk about is this surfboard rack. I love this thing. I'm using it pretty much every day. You can see it's pretty easy to stand it up and store it somewhere. You can put it under a bed, in a closet. You can get it out of the way like it's not even there. But when you're ready to work, you just open it up and you're good to go. It's got all the padding you need so you can put a board on its rail. This thing's epic. But we take a board, we can work on fins, I can do ding repair, and I think one of the things I use it most for is putting on wax and taking wax off. What I love about it is that it's so light and easy to move. I can do it in the house while I watch TV, or I can do it in the garage, and I think every surfer should have one of these. Now, with all these boards I've been testing, I've also been testing a lot of different traction, and these three are my favorite for 2017, and this is why. We'll start with, each of them have an arch bar, but they all have three different textures. What I mean by that is the texture on the simple one is the softest, this has a medium texture, and this has the roughest or the firmest texture. And they all have great grip. This one, I really like the simple because usually when you're putting on a new traction pad, you got a new board and you're gonna need a leash string. And I think their packaging's clever and it comes in a lot of different colors. But this one is the softest. And if you surf in your trunks, this is gonna be the least abrasive on your skin and the most comfortable on my foot. Now, the Julian Wilson pad is the one I've tested the most. I really like this pad. Like I said, it has a medium texture. It feels really good. It's got a lot of grip to it. I like it. The arch is a little bit higher than these two, and I like a higher arch because it helps me set my foot on bottom turns, and I use that a lot on my cutbacks too. Now, on this Slater Design 3-piece, it's eco-friendly. You can learn more about that on their website, but for me, it's about grip. And this is the strongest texture or the most abrasive, and I find that out of the three, this one gripped my foot the best, but it's also the hardest on my foot too. So 2017, I started testing FCS2 fins, and it's been a blast. But my favorites in the 1 to 5 foot surf is the Kolohe Andino large fin. This comes in a performance core, so it has the foam core to keep the fin super light. The base is nice and stiff, and this is a large, so I'm gonna get maximum speed, and I think that's key in the 1 to 5 foot surf. Now, one of the things I noticed about the Kolohe Andinos that I really like is it has really good flex and spring in and out of turns. But it's also consistent under my feet, so I have confidence. So the large Kolohe Andino is definitely a favorite find for 2017. And then I started testing the NeoGlass Performer, and what I was looking for is a little bit more flex, maybe 1 to 3 feet. I called the guys up there at FCS and I say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. They said, hey, try the NeoGlass. The Performer also has the inside foil technology, so there's a bit of concave, which makes it a little smoother in transition and turns. And I really feel like this is a great, affordable, flexible fin, and it still has really good consistency. And I actually am taking to these in the 1 to 3 foot. I'm actually choosing these or preferring these over the Chloe Andinos. Now in the futures lineup, I got my hands on the Jack Freestone Speed Generating Fin. This comes in at an 8.0 on the ride number. What is the ride number? Well, that's how Futures gauges the flex on their fins on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the stiffest fin, more for bigger waves, lots of control. They call that the control series. Then in the middle, they call it balanced, which is the best of a control fin and a fin that has more flex, like something with a high ride number that's a speed generating fin. It's dead smack in the middle. Well, this one at an 8 gives that great flex in and out of turns and spring, and you can really feel it help you slingshot and project in and out of turns. Now another thing it has is what they call a V2 foil. Now the V2 foil has a little bit of a concave out of it like this, and that helps with it transitioning real fast in and out of turns. It also gives it a little bit more speed and drive. Now this fin's called the F8. It falls in the 5.2 on the ride number, and that's the balanced fin category. Now what I like is this is a honeycomb. It's got a foam core, so it's super light. The consistency is it has some flex, but it's really solid. And the honeycomb and this particular fin is what I find to be a great go-to fin. And what I mean by that is when I get on a new board and I want to test a board out, and let's say the surf's in that 3 to 5 foot range, putting a fin like this is going to give me consistency, and I can really focus on how a board feels and not worry so much about what the fin's doing. Now on this last set, this is by Captain Fin. It's Dane Reynolds' signature fin for 2017, and I got to test this one out a bunch. It's got that honeycomb foam core, medium flex pattern, but what I love about it is it's a bit more upright, and that upright fin is going to make it pivot faster. So if you got a board that's not as loose or responsive as you'd like it to be, a fin like this will really turn that thing to be a little bit more lively, and because it has that medium flex pattern, it's going to feel solid under your feet. So another cool find is this FCS ratchet tool. Now in the butt end here, it has a bunch of different bits that you can choose, and what you do is you take one of those and you just put it in here. It's magnetic. Now this isn't a brand new tool. It's been around for a while. It's just new to me. And I do so much fin testing, and now that it gets super cold in the morning, it's so nice when I come in to grab the tool. If I'm going to loosen it or tighten it, you just put it in and you twist. You take the fin out or you tighten it down and you're done. As opposed to the cold weather, losing the dexterity in my fingers, trying to get something loose or tightened. This is a game changer for me. This is a cool find. So my last favorite find is the Apple Watch Series 3 Plus Cellular. This thing's waterproof up to 50 meters. So that means I can leave my phone at home, go for a surf, and still get a text or a phone call while surfing on my watch. Now, I know we're trying to get away from all that when we're surfing, but if I have a meeting at 9 and it gets pushed back or canceled and I get a text for that, I can stay out and surf longer. Or if there's an emergency at home, I do have kids, something happens, I get the text, I'm on it. So this is a game changer for me. I also like that it tracks my workouts, how many steps I take. This thing is amazing. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my favorite finds for 2017. Look, if you have favorites that could end up my favorites for 2018, hit me up in the comment field and let's talk about it. Look, if you like the show, subscribe. You can also check out what we're up to at surfinshow.com. That's it for today. See you in the water. Bye-bye.
Don't cry out loud. Keep it makes no sense between lies and reality. Lies the visions that I see. All